Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mission Impact Series with Tracy and Ty. This is part 2 of how do trends affect social impact businesses. So last time we talked about how it impacts board members and how to deal with some situations that may arise with your board because of things that are happening in our society right now. And this time we're going to talk, and I kind of alluded to it at the end of last one, right? So we're going to talk about donors and contributors. So donors, nonprofits, right? Because anytime people hear donations, they think about tax exemption. So we changed the word for social impact businesses, and we call it contributions. So that is what we're going to talk about today, is how what's happening in our society can adversely or positively affect the amount of donations and contributions that you get and how you solicit those donations and contributions. So if this is your first time catching us, my name is Tracy V. Allen. I am the owner of TVA Consulting Group, where I help change agents to design, build, and fund their social ventures so that they can live the lifestyle that they desire while impacting their communities.
All right, I'm Ty Boone. I'm owner of Ty Boone Enterprises. I work mostly with nonprofit organizations, helping them to move from startup and struggle to sustainability and success. And you know what? Every day somebody trying to, how do I get donations? How do I get, one big thing, and I think it's because a lot of people just get busy just doing stuff that they're not watching the trends. They're not, there's actual public reports about how people give and why they give and where they give and what they're interested in, without deviating from your mission, knowing where you fit within the trend, right? Will help you to have that conversation with potential donors about how you want them to give, knowing what your goals are, your fundraising goals, how much do you need to raise and why do you need to raise this amount of money? Does it even make sense for this organization to raise this amount of money to do the thing that they're trying to do? And I think it's a lot of homework and a lot of research that goes into it that we're just kind of missing, and we're not doing it. And we're just thinking, oh, I'm gonna fundraise. and that's it. And then when it doesn't have a good outcome, you're wondering why. Like, why didn't they give to me? First of all, the funding trends are not over there; they're over here. People are giving. When you're talking about individual donors, they're still giving from their heart. So when you have a cause that they could connect with and they have the money for it, then they're more likely to give. But you also have to know about them. How do you connect? What are their core values? Have they already given to other people? Are you asking them at the right time? Those kind of things that I think we forget, and we just jump out and start asking for money.
Yeah, I agree. Looking at the trends, the type of people, because the trends do tell you the type of people that are giving, men, women, age range, salary, profession, looking at all of those things and then creating a funding plan around that demographic of people. And it tells you what type of organizations they're donating to too. So making sure that your organization fits into that capacity of people who are looking to donate to your type of cause, right? And then getting the team together. Training, again, we go back from I think the first one that we did, which was complicated times and simple issues. Having some training, have a fundraiser, a fundraising strategist come in and do some serious fundraising strategy with your team, telling them how to approach people, because like Ty alluded to in the last one, some people just don't like asking for money. And if they feel like their financial situation is a little touchy, then they may not want to ask people for money. So helping to come up with answers that counteract rejection, right? Some people don't like to hear no, right? But like I told someone, you don't take those no's personally. They're not telling you no personally. They're telling you no because no, they don't connect to your organization. No, they don't have the money to actually donate, but they're not going to tell you that. So the no is not a personal. They're not telling you no because they don't like you, or, we take things so personally, but that's not what it is. But having someone come in, really break down the trends for you. This is what's going on. This is where your organization can get its pool of money from. This is the best type of fundraiser to have for your specific type of organization. This is realistically based on what past performance is and what the market is saying, that you can actually raise. You know what I mean? So you're not out there just expelling a lot of effort with no results, because that's where, oh, this is not working comes in, right? We get really disappointed. We think that we ourselves are a failure and not that the product that we put out was a failing. So really and truly taking those trends, what's going on in our community today. Like, a lot of people may not have a lot of the disposable income that they used to have because, my God, gas prices. Like, let's talk about gas prices are just ridiculous, right? So we're paying more for food. We're paying more for gas. Some people are paying way more for their apartments. So a lot of people don't have the disposable income that they had, where they could just drop you a $5,000 check or a $1,000 check or whatever. Not that they still don't want to give, but what they give may be way less than they've given in the past. So having an expert come in and really breaking down the trends for you, telling you what the realism is, and having a plan in place to train your staff to go out and solicit on your behalf.
And you have to, definitely consider the fact you mentioned a couple sessions ago that when somebody's asking for money, and if you're saying, okay, we have a program to provide shelter, and you don't have a place to stay yourself, how effective are you going to be, doing that thing? So the same thing for your donors. If you're asking, they're not going to tell you, because that's a personal thing. Like, okay, I'm not going to tell them. I don't even know them that I'm struggling financially. And on the other end of that, if you're someone who's asking someone for that kind of for money, understand that it's not about you. It's about those people that you serve. So if you are in a position where you're also homeless, you're gonna take it personal, because you're like, okay, because I know we need this, whatever. You're trying to advocate for somebody else. So when you move yourself out of the way and think about the people that you serve, you're gonna be more likely to give support, and also reconsider in kind. And people get mad a lot of times because people want to, I'll give you a computer, but I don't have $500. Like, well, I need cash. I gotta do. What are you gonna do with the computer? You're gonna put it in the program. You're gonna do the work. So sometimes accept that kind of stuff. Right now, you have people who are moving and they're giving away stuff. And maybe they don't have any cash, but maybe they'll give you their old furniture or whatever it is.
Right. And some people turn their nose up on in kind, but in kind equals cash, because that's money you didn't have to spend on whatever that person donated to you. So yeah. So that's it for donors and contributors. If you have any questions, drop them below. Our contact information is below as well. And stay tuned for the next one, because we're going to be talking about volunteers, because it impacts them too. Bye, everyone.